I'm fully funded by my audience.
Like me or just streamers in general, chat is God.
Please, Daddy Eddie, unban me from Kick.
Not on a lot of platforms. He's going to be a convicted criminal. A lot of platforms won't have him back on.
You're not going to get unbanned on Kick.
I'm being a victim saying there's worse people than me, but it's literally just the facts. If I did the things my other ex-friends and colleagues in the IRL streaming world had done.
Whole bunch of dead people. Oh, look at this guy. Full can of Kieran.
Johnny Somali is desperate to make a comeback in IRL streaming. You might think it sounds unbelievable, but this is the reality. Johnny Somali is obsessed with returning to IRL and other streaming platforms. Now that he's a convicted criminal in South Korea and the charges against him have been proven, the big question is, can he really return to IRL streaming? There's strong evidence suggesting that Johnny Somali is pushing for a comeback simply because he's out of cash. Another major update has surfaced. Another Johnny Somali lookalike has popped up in Japan and once again disrespected Japanese traditions. So, what exactly is happening across Asia? Stick around until the end. There are several reasons Johnny Somali is eager to return to IRL, but the main one is financial. At this point, Johnny Somali is completely broke and barely keeping up with his legal costs thanks to money from Hanku.
He's ran out of money. He's using Hank's money to keep paying for his own attorney. And this is only going to prolong the entire trial process.
On top of that, when Hanky was asked about the situation, he openly admitted that he had already given Johnny Somali nearly $20,000.
How much have you personally spent thus far?
Including
legal fee, everything.
Close to it.
Close to $20,000.
Hank also mentioned repeatedly that even his own family no longer supports him, since he continues wasting so much money on Johnny Somali without any real purpose.
I risked my family not paying my tuition to help Johnny.
His mom hates me. Your mom hates me, right?
Yeah.
So, if one day Johnny Somali and Hank end up in a fight, there's a real chance Hank could throw Johnny Somali out of his home.
If Hanky Poo gets in trouble, because if Hanky Poo gets in trouble, he's kicked out of house and home.
But up until now, that hasn't happened. This is likely why Johnny Somali believes that if he wants to escape South Korea and keep going, his only option is to return to IRL streaming. Remember, Johnny Somali even reached out to another platform, Party.com, asking for $10,000, while they only offered him $3,000 to $4,000.
Like 2-3K, right? And I told them I need 10. That's what I said. Straight up, I told him I need 10. Bro, if I go live on Party, wallahi, and I'm live, you guys see me going crazy like I used to in Korea and Japan or wherever.
But when Party.com gave him another shot at IRL streaming, what did Johnny Somali do? He once again started creating offensive and inappropriate streams, completely damaging Party.com's reputation. Since the site isn't as popular as Kick, the situation turned into an even bigger issue. Just take a look at Johnny's actions.
Okay. Whoa! Ooh.
Seriously, did Party.com really allow him another chance just to broadcast this type of content? Streams that were disgusting and turned Party.com into a laughingstock among viewers. That's why Party.com refused to give Johnny Somali any money at all.
How much money do you get on Party per stream if you go 8 hours?
How much money has Party paid you?
I'm a YouTuber!
You said Party paid you $0. Has Party paid you $0?
Zero.
And honestly, he brought that on himself. Everyone knows how shady Johnny Somali is. Even on Kick, the platform that made him infamous before banning him for outrageous behavior. What did he do next? He went on to insult the Kick CEO and disrespect the entire community over and over again.
You have to do you guys, you literally have to do a humiliation ritual to hang out with these streamers, to be with them. A humiliation ritual. What is that? Not Hollywood satanic shit? I'm sorry, guys. I hate Sneeko, but I go to Rumble with Sneeko before I do that shit. I'm not doing this demonic Harvey Weinstein. If you want to stream with me, we need to put a finger. Remember when Sly came, put a finger in a sandpan?
I'm just helping you right now.
Okay. Please, Daddy Eddie, unban me from Kick. I will behave. I apologize for all my wrong behavior, and I will Santa Maria's from the back.
Even one of Kick's biggest streamers, Ice Poseidon, stated that Johnny Somali will never be unbanned from the platform.
Or you're not going to get unbanned on Kick. He's absolutely retarded.
After that, Johnny Somali went as far as exposing Kick.com, claiming the site's main source of income is gambling, and that creators don't actually earn real money from their content.
Not profitable. All the profit comes from Stake.com, the gambling company. So I don't know if Kick is just a write-off. I feel like he's not into streaming for the money. I feel like Eddie might actually have a passion. He's talked about it. He has a passion for live streaming. He was a fan of this IRL streaming stuff for years.
This makes it clear just how desperate Johnny Somali is to return to IRL streaming. He's eager for a comeback, but every platform continues to reject him because of his reckless actions. Legal experts have also said that, looking ahead, no streaming platform will ever take the risk of giving him another shot at IRL streaming.
Not on a lot of platforms. He's going to be a convicted criminal. A lot of platforms won't have him back on. So maybe on a small platform, a know-nothing platform like he was streaming on Party, which, nobody knows about that platform. Sure, whatever.
So yes, as legal experts point out, Johnny Somali is exactly the kind of figure no platform wants to bring back. Another issue is that Johnny has repeatedly tried to play the victim, insisting that all platforms treat him unfairly. He complains that other streamers run shady broadcasts and rack up millions of views. Yet when he does the same, he faces bans.
I'm being a victim saying there's worse people than me, but it's literally just the facts. If I did the things my other ex-friends and colleagues in the IRL streaming world had done, it would be 50 to 100 million views.
But the truth is, he will never admit his own faults. He refuses to acknowledge the shady things he has done. In his eyes, he has never made a mistake. According to Johnny, everything he did was just following the instructions of his chat. If the chat told him to do something, he did it, and in his mind, that means he wasn't the one committing any wrongdoing.
I'm fully funded by my audience.
When you're a live streamer, you're always trying to, I'm always trying to make my chat go fast. I'm always trying to get the donations flowing.
If you don't have a chat, you don't have an audience. A lot of IRL streamers like me, or just streamers in general, chat is God.
For Johnny Somali, his chat is like his God, but that doesn't excuse him from accountability. IRL streaming is a platform where every streamer must take responsibility for whether their actions are legal or illegal. Johnny Somali never cared about that. He ignored the impact on others and behaved like a criminal. His excuses don't convince anyone, and now others are beginning to copy his style. Recently, another Johnny Somali copycat appeared in Japan, disrespecting Japanese traditions. Locals are already surrounding him in outrage.
Alright, so it looks like there's a cemetery here with a whole bunch of dead people. Oh, look at this guy. Full can of Kieran.
Cheese, goba.
Can you imagine how shameless this is? Today, they're doing these types of streams, and tomorrow they might go even further, just like Johnny Somali, spreading this toxic content even wider. It's definitely possible. If authorities don't step in, and if the Japanese public continues to brush it off, then in the long run Japan could end up with a damaged reputation. In fact, the cultural image of Japan, South Korea, and Asia as a whole could be tarnished. That's why action is needed from all sides, and people must take it seriously. Later, it was revealed that this copycat is from Australia, and his name is Lockie Jones. He isn't very well known, and it's clear he pulled this stunt only to go viral by imitating Johnny Somali. That's why Japanese citizens should be concerned, and authorities must step in to put an end to this shady type of streaming. So, what are your thoughts? Based on everything shown in this video, do you think Johnny Somali will ever return to IRL streaming? Or is his IRL career permanently over? Let us know what you think.